I've closed buyers with credit scores in the 500. Not maybe, not someday, closed. If you think bad credit means that homeownership is something that you'll never be able to have, think again, and this video is for you. I'm going to give you the exact steps that I teach to help my clients go from a 540 credit score to keys in hand. My name is Shannon. I specialize in helping first-time home buyers become home buyer ready. If you don't already do so, make sure you follow me, like, and subscribe so that you can stay tuned and get more tips like what I'm going to teach you today so that you can become a homeowner. I had a homeowner who came to me one time and she had a 520 credit score. She had 57 pages of credit report and she had 20 credit cards. Sounds crazy, right? It's not. She knew that she wanted to own a home. She was tired of living with family and she wanted to be able to have a place that her kids could come to. She wanted something that she could be able to leave legacy and have her grandchildren come through. She had medical debts. We had credit cards that we had to deal with. And we also had some collections that we had to deal with. She was able to address all of that within 11 months. Yes, 11 months. I don't have a reason to lie to you. And what I'm going to teach you today is the framework that I teach my clients so that they can do the same thing, because it does not take you forever to fix your credit so that you can become qualified for a home. First things first, focusing on what the lender is actually looking for when they are going to qualify you for a home loan. Okay, the lender is not just pulling the credit and being like, the credit score looks nice, we're going to go ahead and do it. Absolutely not. There's people who have a 750 credit score and still can't get a home loan. What they're looking for are trade lines. Utilization is low and that you're not maxing out your credit cards every month. They want to see a variety of debt. They don't just want to see that you might have student loan. They also want to see that the debt that you have, that you've actively been paying it off. Because if you're not paying down the debt that you have, then that makes you a risk. You also want to make sure that you have credit lines that have enough age. You want 6 months at least of credit history to show to the lender. Once you hit 2 years, that's better, but you can get it done in less time. If you have questions, drop them below. Step number 2, you want to make sure that you're focusing on things that are actually going to move the needle. It's not enough for you to just say, oh, I'm going to get my credit report and I'm going to look at it. And because they told me I need to dispute everything, not mine, that's what I'm going to do. If you get your credit report and if you dispute everything, not mine, I can assure you that everything that you disputed, not yours, will be right back or it won't move. Because the credit bureaus are going to do certain things to verify that the information that you are disputing is accurate or not accurate. When you pull your credit report, you are going to dispute the low hanging fruit. The first thing that you want to dispute is your personal information, because usually that's where you can find the most mistakes. And anything that you're disputing on your credit report, they're going to go back to that. Sometimes they won't even take the time to even look it up. They're just going to say, hey, the address matches, so we're going to leave this debt here. You want to dispute the things that you can prove, low hanging fruit, the things that you know aren't true. These are the things that are going to help you with your credit dispute process. You want to be honest about what you're disputing, because if you say everything's not yours and it is yours, because let's be real, the stuff on your credit report, some of it is yours. Now, there are some people where the stuff isn't, but that isn't always the case. So if that's not the case, just be honest, okay? And dispute it. If you need more of a game plan and help, just let me know down below. Step number 3, focus on your DTI. Now, if you've ever been approved or applied for a home loan and you were denied, then you for sure heard the word DTI or heard that acronym DTI. DTI stands for debt to income. Debt to income is what the lender is going to use to determine how much you get. So sometimes people get it twisted. The credit score is what qualifies you. The debt to income is what determines how much. Some lenders, will qualify you with 50% because that's what the loan will allow them to do. But if you do that, you're going to be house poor. Like, you're not going to have the money that you need to fix the appliances. Or if you want to do like the decor, if you want to get furniture, you might want to get new refrigerator. You might have a goal or vision in your mind of what you want for your home. And it can be very hard to do that if your debt to income is at 50%. Because what that means is that 50% of the income that you make is going towards debt. And we're not considering if I have Comcast, if I have daycare, if I have other debts or other things that I'm responsible for that are not on my credit report. So think about all the other bills that it could be. If you have ever been denied or if you have concerns about debt to income, don't worry about it. I got you covered. I will give you a free debt to income reduction plan so that you, and it will be personalized, so that you can reduce your debt as long as you get your credit report. Get your credit report, I'll give you the plan. And I make it super simple. If for some reason you're like, Shannon, I hear all that, but I still want to be able to know how to do it myself, that's cool. What it is going to be you take all the minimum debts that you have, the minimum payment for all your debts, and then you will divide that by your income, and then that will give you a percentage. If that percentage is above 50%, then that means you definitely need to work on your debt to income. If it's at 50%, yeah, you can still qualify for a house, but you want to be closer to 36%. If that's what your life looks like right now, you order your credit report from the link in my description, or we'll put it somewhere here for you. I'll send you a free personalized debt reduction plan or debt to income reduction plan so that you can do that. And I'm going to tell you when to pay the debt, how much to pay, how often, and then you'll start to see that score do what it needs to do. All right, because that is just as important as having a good credit score. Okay. Okay. Number 4, the timeline. I'm going to hold your hand as I say this. Your credit didn't get bad overnight. You didn't wake up one day and all of a sudden the credit was bad. There were things that happened that caused it to be that way. Now, you might see the impact on your score overnight, but the decisions weren't an overnight thing. So I want you to be realistic. I typically tell people if you're establishing new credit, you can see those changes on your credit report within like 45 days. You can see disputes within 45 days. And I've had people who are like, Shannon, I want to buy the house. And I'm like, great, let's get you set up. We go through the different things. And then it turns out that it's their credit. And rather than follow the plan, they don't. They figure they can go it alone. They didn't have this video. Share this in another video. But from the time that we experienced our eviction, all them years ago, to the time we purchased this house, it was 11 months. You can see some things shake 90, 120 days. But if it takes 11 months, if it takes a year, that's okay. Shoot, if it takes 2 years, that's okay. But don't you sit here and make it take 7 years when you don't have to. Number 5, get your pre-approval. It's nothing better than having those numbers in front of your face that say, hey, Shannon, you have great credit and you know that you can get what you need. Keep building your credit. Don't close out them credit cards as you're building your credit. If you have to do the credit builders, don't change jobs. Don't co-sign for anything. Don't do anything that you don't need to do. If you are staring at your credit right now, and if you're feeling discouraged by it, if you're feeling stuck, we'll send you the plan that I use with my clients. Even though we walk through it today, I know sometimes it's easier for people to hear, see, and do. And you'll get that every month as long as you're signed up for the credit monitoring. Everything that I'm telling you today is going to be down in the link. We are going to get you the home that you want. So thank you so much. If you made it this far, my name is Shannon. I specialize in helping first-time home buyers become home buyer ready. Thank you so much, and you have a phenomenal day.